Hey guys, let's talk about planning our second semester, third quarter. If that is something interesting to you, keep watching. So we are diving in. I have my handy dandy laptop here with my Homeschool Planet open. And I'm trying to plan out what we're going to be doing. So let's just start with reading. We're going to be reading My Side of the Mountain and doing a novel study on that. So I just found this on Teachers Pay Teachers. I was printing it and it wasn't printing correctly. So I'm going to go do that one more time. So I'm going to set this to print. Only like 30 pages. It's nothing crazy. It has comprehension. It has rereading to cite evidence and going over cause and effect and all of the things. And we started doing novel studies like late last year, and we've really been enjoying them. So I kind of want to stick with it. If I know something's working, we're going to stick with that. So we're going to be doing My Side of the Mountain in the third quarter. We're probably going to be doing other books. This is just what we're starting with. It's not an overly large. It has 177 pages, and it seems like the chapters are relatively like around 10 pages each. So we're going to be doing probably a chapter or two a week, and possibly even 3 chapters a week, 20 pages a week. So it'd be about roughly 5 weeks that we would be working on My Side of the Mountain. So that's about half a quarter, which works out really well. So we'll have another book that we're likely going to dive into. And then we're going to be doing this one, which I have not seen if there's any novel studies for this yet because we're, still a ways out. But that's probably going to be our third quarter book. We're going to be diving back into the language arts. She really enjoys doing the art and the geography from here, so I'm going with it. She also enjoys reading the books, and we don't do the writing or the spelling from this curriculum. It just doesn't work for us. And so she also does this completely independently, and I just look it over. And the writing that we'll be doing is My Father's World. This is writing skills for today for grade 4. We literally have only just started this, but we really enjoy it. We're going to be taking our time going through this. We're only going to be doing this once a week. I'm trying to slow down writing to get her even to want to write. So that's the plan. Next up is we're going to be continuing The Good and the Beautiful Math 4. We are not as far as I thought we would be by now, but we're going into lesson 62, quadrilaterals. So we are no longer doing this 100% independently, but we are doing this together. This makes me much more at ease, and we're only going to be doing this Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, so 3 days a week, which is fine. I have other things that she's going to be doing on Tuesdays for math. This works out best for me. I really wish that The Good and the Beautiful, they have the separate answer key, but I really, really wish that they would show you how they get the answers, because I'm not a math genius, y'all. I haven't taken math in however many years. And sometimes I don't understand, or I don't know how they got it, or whatever. So I really wish that it would tell you the lesson it was taught on and how they just came up with the answer and read. So if you're watching The Good and the Beautiful, I hope you take my advice to heart. Anyways, so we're continuing with that. We're just not doing it independent anymore. I need to know she's understanding the concept. I need to know that she's watching the video, because the video, even though she's like, oh, she thinks she knows what she's doing, she doesn't always know what she's doing. So I need her to do that with me so that I'm there to explain or help in any way. Whereas before, she was skipping the video, saying she was doing the video, and then not getting things right. And I think it was because she was reading through the lesson and thinking she understood the concept, and then there'd be like an extra step that she was missing. So we're gonna kind of work through that together, and she is somewhat okay with that. Next up is we're going to be doing our History Plus online. So that is something we were doing last year. We're going to be doing History Plus. I'm still trying to work it into our schedule. I'm not 100% sure still, and I've struggled with this since I started this curriculum. If you've been around here for a while, it's just hard because they have a daily video. And so because we school 4 days a week, but I'm only really here for like half of that, time wise, I don't see us doing it 4 days a week, but we might just have to fit it in. But I think we're going to, I purchased a separate thing with them, and we're going to be doing and focusing on the wonders of the world. And that's going to be our history. For, what am I missing? What do we got here? What am I missing? Oh, it's under my laptop. Okay. So for vocabulary and grammar, we started this and we've really enjoyed it. And I know that we're doing an all-in-one curriculum with The Good and the Beautiful, but she's honestly, it's more for the geography and art. We probably will not be doing this again in the coming year, because we always end up adding things outside of the curriculum. And to me, as much as she enjoys that, I would much rather find another geography and art type of curriculum that she can do, so that she's not just wanting to do The Good and the Beautiful because it's familiar, and figure that out. But for now, we're sticking with it. I'm just adding a couple of things extra, and I'm not doing everything. So when I say we're adding things to it, it's really anything that I think she needs the extra help with or understanding with. So don't think that, you know, we're just adding 2 other curriculums and we're going from page 1 to the end of the book, because that's not what it is. But we started vocabulary, and we do this once a week. So once a week, I think we were doing it once a week. I'd have to look, but this has been really good. She's enjoying it. I love the different activities in the book. We're not far into it, but she's enjoying this curriculum a lot. So we do that once a week, and she does maybe a couple pages at a time. And then we are doing the Zahner-Bloser grammar mechanics or usage and mechanics. And this is the one that I'm not doing, like, we skip so much, like we're on page 47. So like I knew she was struggling with plural nouns. And so we're going to be jumping into that lesson, and then I will go from there. This is awesome. It is in color. It has practice. It has tests. It has all the things. And I just lost our place card. So let me add, I have a sticky here. Let me add, because for our grammar is this Zahner-Bloser. Next up, what did I not mention? We're still doing the same handwriting with the riddle book. We're still doing critical thinking detective, which I'm not gonna lie, y'all, like she has gotten every single one of these that she has done, she has gotten it correct. Like she has figured out the thief every time. So she's really good at it and she really enjoys it, and I love that it makes her think just a little bit deeper and like strategize and analyze things. If you have not come into the Critical Thinking Co, go check them out. I also have I think I have a link in my description box for you guys. So we're also doing the handwriting. Gosh, this child needs bookmarks. Can you tell? She's just putting anything in these books. I need to order some more magnet bookmarks. But yeah, she loves this cursive handwriting book. She also has her Zahner Blozer book that she's working through. She just alternates whatever one she wants to do. So I'm okay with that because I'd rather have her have fun with it than be like overly critical on like which one she's doing. Science. Are we ready for science and what that's going to reveal? So science is exciting because we have not done it. So we are going to be doing the space science unit to kick off our second semester. And we're going to be doing this a couple times a week, probably Mondays and Thursdays. And I'm so excited. Like, I have had this on my shelf for a couple years, I think 2 years or maybe about last year. I don't know. But I'm really excited. I also got some mail and I'm not sure where my scissors are, but let me see. Sale going on or free shipping. I want to say it was like their Black Friday something or another. I went on their website and I'm like, you know what? Like, I have some of these units with them. I really want to utilize them and start doing them. But I don't have anything else with it. And I know it's not required to do it, but I enjoy having extras. So we're going to be doing 2 units from them in our third quarter. I think there's only like 12 lessons. Okay, that must be it. So I think there's like 12 lessons, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just double check and I can tell you for sure. Okay, so there's 15 lessons. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We can easily, if we do 2 a week and take our time with it, not rush, I think it'll be fine. But I bought the book packs. So I got Mars, which is like a reader, which is fun. And then I got a couple that is for another unit, but this is the story of Mae Jemison. And this is again a book by The Good and the Beautiful, but I'm excited to read through this along with the unit. I also got the book pack for another unit with them, which I believe is the Simple Machines. Really excited to tackle that unit. So we're going to be doing that after we finish the space unit, and then probably in our last quarter we're going to work through My Pals, which was my original science plan. And the reason I'm choosing that is I think we can do the entire book in a quarter because it's really not a very big book. It's very small, and I don't know where it is, so I can't show it to you right now, but yeah, just know that. Now, for our morning time, we've kind of been slowly adding that back in, but with like this slow down meditation book. These are really fun. It has different seasons in here. So like we can go into when there's frost on the ground, a flock of geese, and we have a lot of geese right now. This one is a fox in the snow. So it's just mindful moments in nature. So we've kind of been just like going over this a little bit in the mornings before we get started. But otherwise, that is what we're doing that is what we were kind of doing. And then a couple other books that I'm going to add in. These are going to be for her to read as her independent reading time. I find that when I schedule some of these in, it's just a little bit easier. And she gets more reading than done and into better, awesome books when I'm like, here, go read this. And there are times where, I mean, she reads for fun, so I don't ever have to worry about like reading per se. She's a great reader and she loves to read. So, but we're going to be diving into the Feelings book. This is an American Girl book. I do want to say, I mean, they have other things in here. They have a journal you could buy. They have a what would you do. And I think there's an age on here. I'm not 100% sure what that age level is, but it kind of just goes into all the different feelings, how to handle situations, how do you feel, moods, brain, body and butterflies, how do you really feel, sorting it out, reaction, talking it out, the real world strategies, the voice inside, understanding who you can trust, think smart, help, I'm scared, I'm anxious, I've been disrespected, sad, grieving, I don't feel safe, feeling positive, just different things to go through in this book. And you know what, we might even read this together. I haven't quite decided, but it might be something she wants to read together. Otherwise, I have a couple other independent reading books. I have Who Was the Pioneer of the Darkest Skies. If you guys did not know, they make graphic novels of some of the Who, it's a Who HQ graphic novel. So like they, on some of the Who Was type books, they do graphic novels. So I need to find more of these and see if our library has some. I think I picked this up from one of those book companies. I cannot think today to save my life. One of the book companies. I cannot think. It's red with a box. That's all I know. Can't think of it though. And then I also got this from there too. It is Show Me a History with Sacagawea. So this is another graphic novel. And this is from like the Show Me History series. So there's a few in that series as well. But how beautiful are those illustrations? So she can dive into this on the side as well. So that is the plan. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to prepping our science and getting that prepped and ready for us to go. I'm gonna open up my planner, plug everything in and make sure that is done. We're doing it. We're getting into our second semester with a bang. So let me know what your plans are. Are you guys doing anything fun? Any cool unit studies you want to share? I would love to hear about them in the comments. Do make sure you are subscribed. Hit that notification bell for alerts and future videos of mine because I have a lot coming for you, and I'll see you in my next one.